she lifts her up and slams her to the canvas, a statement of strength, balance, and raw determination. The crowd erupts, cameras flash, and in that moment, the image is almost cinematic. This cutie, as fans often call her, is widely recognized as one of the most beautiful female fighters in the world. But beauty has never been her real weapon. Underneath the bright lights and polished appearances lies a story carved from grief, rebellion, loss, and an unbreakable will. Very soon, she may not just be admired for her looks or her resilience. She might be called a UFC champion. Tracy Cortez became a fighter in honor of her late brother. His dream was to make it to the UFC, to walk into that octagon and prove himself against the best in the world. Life had other plans for him, so Tracy picked up that dream and carried it herself. When she finally heard the words telling her she was in, that she had earned her shot, it wasn't just a contract, it was a promise fulfilled. And now, despite every hardship she has faced, she stands closer than ever to championship gold. To understand her rise, you have to go back to the very beginning. Tracy "Hard R" Cortez was born on December 10, 1993, of Mexican descent, raised in Phoenix, Arizona, in a household shaped by sacrifice and tradition. Her parents were immigrants who worked relentlessly to build a life for their children. Her mother, who later became a U.S. citizen, worked long hours for the city of Phoenix. Her father, a truck driver, was often away, and when he was home, he was loving but strict. He believed in traditional values. As a girl, Tracy was expected to stay home, to help clean, to avoid sports. But Tracy was not wired to sit on the sidelines. Growing up with 3 brothers, she became a tomboy, chasing after them, wanting to wrestle, to compete, to prove she belonged. When her brothers went to practice, she wanted to follow. The answer she often got was simple and dismissive. "You are a girl, you should not be here." Yet that resistance only fueled her desire. Wrestling was not just a sport to her, it was a doorway to belonging, to identity, to strength. Among her siblings, her bond with her brother Jose was something deeper. He was the leader, the glue holding everyone together. He was the tree trunk of the family, steady and strong. When Jose began experiencing severe health issues, everything shifted. The diagnosis of cancer hit like a storm. Tracy was barely a teenager, too young to fully process the weight of what was happening. As his condition worsened, the family braced themselves for the inevitable. And when Jose passed away, the foundation of their world cracked. The aftermath was devastating. The family felt like it fell apart overnight. Tracy spiraled into a dark place. She began skipping school, falling in with the wrong crowd, abusing drugs, partying recklessly. It was self-destruction disguised as coping. She later admitted that during that time, she could have died. Her behavior pushed her father to his breaking point. Right before she turned 17, he kicked her out. Her entire family disowned her. Except for one person. Her mother never stopped calling. Not a single day went by without hearing from her. In the middle of chaos, her mother's voice remained steady. And then came the sentence that changed everything. "Jose was fighting for his life, and you are killing your life." Those words cut deeper than any punch Tracy would ever take in the cage. It was a turn point. She realized that the pain she was carrying could either bury her or transform her. She chose transformation. Wrestling became more than a hobby. It became redemption. She tattooed tributes to her brother on her arm, carrying him with her into every practice, every fight. With the help of her family's friends, including Henry Cejudo and Angel Cejudo, she found structure again. Training in local gyms, learning multiple martial arts disciplines, she rebuilt herself piece by piece. Her amateur career began in 2013, and with every fight, she sharpened her skills and her confidence. In 2015, at KOTC Onslaught, she delivered one of her most spectacular performances. Light on her feet, composed, she set traps, faked low kicks, and unleashed a crushing overhand right that dropped her opponent instantly. She followed with a barrage of punches until the referee stepped in. It was clinical and violent, proof that she was no longer just a grieving sister searching for direction. She was becoming a fighter. Just as her life seems to stabilize, tragedy struck again. Her mother fell seriously ill. Hospital visits became routine. Doctors delivered devastating news. There was little hope. On August 28, 2015, her mother's heart stopped. Another pillar gone. Another wave of grief crashing over her. But this time, Tracy did not collapse. She carried both her brother and her mother with her in ink and in spirit. Their memories became fuel. In her final amateur bout in 2016, she displayed suffocating control, executing takedowns, maintaining relentless top pressure, and neutralizing every escape attempt. When the judges announced a unanimous decision and crowned her champion, it felt more than a belt. It was validation that she could survive the worst and still rise. Her professional debut in 2017 at Invicta SC was a harsh lesson. Against a skilled opponent, she started strong, pressing forward, landing knees, pushing the pace, but one mistake in head positioning led to a perfectly timed guillotine. She tapped. The worst possible start to a professional career. For someone with her past, that loss could have reopened old wounds. Instead, it hardened her resolve. She returned to the gym immediately. She collected wins, refining her wrestling, tightening her striking. At Invicta FC 28, she dominated with takedowns and ground control, earning a unanimous decision. At Combat Americas, she overwhelmed her opponent with pressure, secured takedowns, and finished with strikes that forced the referee to intervene. Her wrestling became her signature. Opponents struggled to escape once she secured top position. She blended chain wrestling with calculated pressure, grinding down even the toughest competitors. That consistency earned her a shot on Dana White's Contender Series in 2019. In that high-stakes environment, where one performance can define a career, Tracy seized the moment. She controlled the fight with relentless pace and grappling dominance, earning her UFC contract. Inside the UFC, she remained true to her identity. Against Vanessa Mello, she imposed her wrestling from the opening seconds, driving her opponent to the fence, securing takedowns, controlling the ground. Another unanimous decision. Against Stephanie Egger, she neutralized a judo specialist with superior chain wrestling. Against Justine Kish, her clinch work and control edged out a split decision. Against Melissa Gatto and Jasmine Jasidavicius, she once again demonstrated composure, pressure, and positional mastery. Then came the short notice opportunity against former champion Rose Namajunas in 2024. The weight cut was brutal. She even cut her hair at the weigh-ins to make the limit. Inside the octagon, Rose's striking precision and movement proved difficult to overcome. Tracy fought with heart, went the distance, but lost by unanimous decision. It was her first defeat in years, but under extraordinary circumstances. Instead of excuses, she chose growth. After a year away, she returned in 25-25 sharper and more complete. Against Vivian Araujo at UFC 317, she showcased improved striking, crisp jabs, body shots, and once again her suffocating ground control. She dominated all 3 rounds. The judges awarded her a unanimous decision, and the message was clear. Tracy Cortez is not just surviving in the UFC, she is evolving. From a troubled teenager battling addiction and loss to a disciplined athlete on the brink of a title run, her journey is more than a sports story. It is a testament to resilience. Every takedown carries the weight of her brother's dream. Every victory echoes her mother's voice urging her to fight for her life. Now the question hangs in the air. Can Tracy Cortez become a UFC champion? Can the girl who was once told she did not belong in wrestling rise to the very top of the sport? Her wrestling foundation is elite. Her mindset has been forged in tragedy, and her hunger is undeniable. What do you think about Tracy's journey from heartbreak to the brink of UFC gold? Does she have what it takes to capture the flyweight title and fulfill the dream she carries for her family? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into her story, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more powerful fight stories and dramatic breakdowns of MMA's biggest names.